Hello, everyone. Today's topic for DevOps and SRE interview question is Docker. Again, we are going through the top 15 topics / technologies / tools for DevOps and SRE based on job description. These are from LinkedIn. So uh, I'm trying to make sure that you have a breadth of knowledge, which is required to get a role in DevOps and SRE. Of course, in a few of these, you might be needed to have a little deeper knowledge, of course. But generally, of course, you don't have to be expert in all of them. So today's topic is Docker containers. So before I start, though, please subscribe if you are getting help from this channel. That motivates me to do more videos every day for you folks, so that you actually have a good chance at passing an interview. Let's get to the question. The question today is, how do you optimize a Dockerfile for faster builds and smaller image size? This is important because faster build is not super important, but that's part of your CI pipeline. It doesn't matter a whole lot if it's taking 5 minutes versus 10 minutes. But what's really important is that container that you end up with the end should be as small as possible, because it will be part of the pod, part of whatever, and you don't want and you may want to run 1,000 of them, right, in production. So you want your container size to be as small as possible. So first of all, we have to use multi-stage builds. If you don't know what that is, you should look that up on YouTube or anywhere else. Basically, instead of building everything in one stage, you have multiple stages. What happens is basically after each stage, Docker actually compacts what was built so that you get a much smaller container at the end, because each stage was shrunk, right? You start with as small a image as possible. So if you start with like Ubuntu, that's a big image, big base image, right? If you start with something like Alpine, it's really tiny. So you want to start with the image that has everything that you need, but nothing more. That way it has this as small as possible. Third thing, if you're building different things in different layers, in each layer, if you're creating artifact files or anything that's temporary, right, you should delete them before moving to the next layer. That way, you're not carrying over all the trash, if you will, from one layer to another. Last thing, you should leverage Docker's build cache by ordering instruction from least to most likely to change. So let's say that your base image is this, then you do something else, then you do something else, then you do something else. Right? Let's say you put some Python maybe you install Python, and then you install some libraries, and then you install your code, right? Whatever is most likely to be changed should be the last layer of your build, right? If we're not changing the OS, that should be at the bottom. If we're not changing Python's version, that should be next, so on and so forth. If you follow these little best practices, you will end up with the smallest possible Docker image. Hope this was useful to you, and I will see you in the next video.